Open your book to page 293. This is lesson 10.6. This lesson is on variation problems. Variation problem means that you have one variable that is related to another variable by means of multiplication or division or both. Okay, so first kind we're going to deal with is called a direct variation. And the way you're going to do direct variation is first you need to know how to translate. Okay, so let's go over how to translate this. So let's go to example 1. And just like before, when you're doing the translation, you write down what it says as you go, right? So on example 1, so it says the circumference C of the circle, right? Now over here, when it says very directly, it means equal to. This is called the proportional constant. So very directly means equal to k times something, okay? And with with diameter d, so k d. So again, very directly or proportional, that means equal to this part right over here. Okay, that's why it's equal to. Okay, so that's how you translate. So it says very directly means equal to k times something, and whatever that something is that. Okay, then so that's how you translate. Okay. So now let's go to example 2, how to do some of the problems. Okay. So on example 2. Again, first let's go and translate. So again, when you translate, it says y means y, right? So again, make sure you know how to translate. Y means y. Very directly means equal to k times something, right? Directly with x, so that's your equation. Okay. So after you translate, the next thing you need to do is solve for k. They're going to give you one set of information over here. Okay, so don't look at that. They're going to give you one set of information to look for k. So that's going to do that. So it tells you that y equal to 10 when x equal to 2. So you substitute into here to look for k. So you got 10 equal to k times 2, right? Substitute. So again, first you translate to get the equation. Next thing is you go ahead and substitute the number they give you to look for k. So divide by 2, divide by 2. So k equal to 5. Okay, now this is very important. As soon as you solve for k, you need to update your equation. The k, once you find k, it will not change for that problem. So make sure you update your equation before you go on. So y equal to 5x, right? K equal to 5, so substitute. So update your equation so that you can use the equation to solve the next part. So next part, it says find y. So here you're looking for y, right? So find y when x equal to 6. Okay, so that's what you're doing. So it means you're going to substitute this into the updated equation to solve for y. So y equal to 5 times, it tells you x equal to 6, right? So substitute. So y will equal to 30. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so let's continue. Let's go to example 3. Okay, so let's go to example 3. Okay, so again, let's go and translate. So example 3. So it says the distance s, it even tells you what variable to use, right? So distance s of a spring stretch, right? Very directly means equal to k times something, right? With the force F, right? So again, that's your translation. Okay. So now you're going to give you information. It tells you if a 4-pound force, right? So F equal to 4, right? Force means F, right? Stretch a spring of 2, right? So S equal to 2. Okay. And so it says how far, that's your S, right? How far with a 10-pound force, so F equal to 10. So that's your second part. So again, they're going to give you one set of information so you can find K, and then after that you can go and solve the equation. Okay? So again, so once you get all your information, now it's just a matter of solving. So let's go and do that. So again, remember what I said, right? First you translate to get your equation, then use the first set of information to solve for K. So substitute, so you got 2 equal to k times 4. So divide by 4, divide by 4. So k equal to 1/2. Okay. So once you find k, you substitute to update your equation. Remember, always update your equation. As soon as you find k, it should be automatic. You should be able to substitute to update your equation right away. Again, so it should become automatic. So once you update your equation, then you can use that equation to solve. So now you're looking for s when f equal to 10. So s equal to 1/2 when f equal to 10, so substitute. So s will equal to 5, and the label will be inch. And that's it, okay, for example 3. Okay, so let's go to example 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to example 4, and let's go ahead and do the translation. So example 4. So y means y. Very directly means equal to k times something. Okay, with this one, this time is x squared now. So you have to be very careful now. So now the first set of information, if y equal to 20 when x equal to 2, right? So that's the information they give you that you need to use to solve for k. And once you solve for k, then you can find y, right? So you find y when x equal to 6. Okay? So again, this is one set of information, that's your second set. So that's everything you have. Okay, so let's go and solve. So again, first you need to substitute. So you got 20 equal to k times 2 squared. Now watch, there's a square, right? So you substitute, and so whatever you substitute, you put in parentheses, right? So x is 2, so you put 2 in the parentheses, and the square is outside the parentheses. So now to solve this, let's get rid of parentheses by working it out. So it's 20 equal to k times 4, right? 2 squared is 4, right? And this means multiply, right? So to solve for k, you have to divide by 4. So k equal to 5. So again, as soon as you find k, you need to update your equation. So you got y equal to 5x squared. So make sure you update your equation. Then from here, now you can go and start to get the next part now. It tells you that x equal to 6, right? So you're looking for y when x equal to 6. So y equal to 5. Again, whenever you substitute, you put in parentheses, right? So and then you start to work it out. So y equal to 5. This means times, right? Times 36, right? 6 squared is 36. So y equal to 180. And you have to pay attention to the label, right? So example does have a label. So y. Okay, so in this case, it does not have a label, so you don't have to worry about it. But in some cases, they do, so you have to pay attention to that. Okay, now let's go to example 5. Okay, now you have to be careful with example 5 now. Okay, so in this case, the next type of variation is called the inverse variation. So when you have the word inverse, that means everything will go in the denominator. Okay, so let's go and do the translation for example 5. So example 5, right? So for this one, it says for 300 miles trip, right? The relationship to car's rate r and the time is r times time equal to 300. And so, or if you divide, so in this case, you see that this would be a constant, and there would be an inverse variation. So to find the average, you just kind of divide on this one, okay? But the key we're going to focus on is the example 6, okay? So let's go to example 6. Okay, don't worry about too much about example 5. Let's focus on example 6. Again, to translate, right? So y means y. Now again, it says when it says very inverse, you see the keyword inversely. That means anything after it goes on the bottom. Okay. So again, when you see the word inversely, that means divide. So you need to have these. So make sure you know the difference, right? And with x, so that means, so again, anything after the inverse goes on the bottom. Okay, so it becomes just like before. So y equal to 6 when x equal to 2. That's one set information. You're looking for y when x equal to 3. Okay, so that's your information. So now let's go and solve. So again, you substitute the first set to look for k, right? So the steps are the same. The only difference is when it's inverse, the things goes on the bottom. So you got 6 equal to k over 2. Now to solve, this is x divided by 2, right? So to undo divide by 2, you have to multiply by 2. So when you multiply by 2, you have to multiply by 2 on this side. So this cancel out, right? So k equal to 12. So again, as soon as you find k, you need to update your equation. So take a 12 over x. So that's your new equation. So now you're looking for y when x equal to 3. So you substitute, right? So y equal to 12 over 3. So you got y equal to 4. Okay, and again, check for label, see if there's label. If there's none, then that's it. Okay, let's go to example 7. Okay, example 7. So again, let's look at the book. Let's go and translate. So the pressure P, so it tells you what variable to use. You use the variable P. Vary inversely, so again, that means equal to K over something, right? Okay, again, when you see the word inversely, it means you're going to have to divide, right? With the volume V. So again, anything that after the inverse goes on the bottom, okay? And the information they give you is as if P equal to 30, if P equal to 30, when V equal to 500. So again, that's the information they're going to give you to solve a K. And once you do that, it says find P. So you're looking for P when V equal to 200. Okay. Okay, so again, just the steps are all the same, right? So again, you go and substitute to solve a K. So P equal to 30, K over 500. Okay. Again, to undo the divide, you have to multiply, right? So multiply by 500. So you multiply by 500. So this cancel out. So k equal to 15000, right? And so when you solve for k, you need to update your equation. So update your equation. So you got p equal to 15000 over v. So once you get your updated equation, then you can solve, right? So it tells you v equal to 200. You have to solve for p. So p equal to 15000 divided by 200. So p equal to, you can use calculator or you can just do this, and 150 divided by 2 give you 75. Okay, let's go to example 8. Okay, so again, you do the translation, it tells you, so this one, you can just use your finger and point. So it says y, so y means y. Very inversely means k over is x squared, right? So again, make sure you know how to translate, right? And it tells you if y equal to -3, when x equal to 4, so that's one set of information, and that is for you to look for k. Then after that, it asks you to find y when x equal to -6. Okay, so again, that's all the information. Again, get all your information. So now let's go and solve for k, right? So you got -3 equal to k over 4 squared, right? Again, watch how you substitute, right? Whatever you substitute, put in parentheses, and you work step by step. So first, let's get rid of parentheses. So -3 equal to k over 4 squared is 16. And now you have to undo the divide by 16. So to undo the divide, you have to multiply. So multiply by 16. So this will cancel out. So k equal to -48. So once you find k, go and update your equation. So y equal to -48 over x squared. Again, this is a very key step. Make sure you update your equation. So update your equation. Now you can go and solve for y. So y equal to -48 over x is -6, right? So substitute. Then you can work it out. So y equal to -48. Now, -6 squared give you 36. Okay, and then you simplify. This can divide by 12, right? So divide by 12, you get 3. Divide by 12, you get -4. So answer is -4 over 3. And that's it. Okay. So you can make sure you know how to translate and make sure you know how to solve.